Nigerians obviously responded on Twitter based on our president's tweets concerning his response to happenings in the Southeast. Now, many have interpreted this tweet in different ways, and some have accused the president of being mum on issues concerning the Boko Haram insurgency, banditry, and kidnappings. Others are saying, finally, our president has spoken in strong terms and is obviously putting the cap as a military man to go after those who are causing problems and killing people in the Southeast. What are your general thoughts on this? Because there are two sides of the divide. Some are saying that when it comes to IPOB, he raises his voice and we see his speeches and he's putting his foot down. When it comes to issues of Boko Haram and other areas, we see how he takes it with kids' gloves.
I just feel that we need to be alert. Nigeria is on the brink as we speak right now, and a lot of people are not happy that we are still together for their benefits. You've highlighted some of that. We've had issues where people are flying in jets from outside the country to mine our gold in Zamfara, day in, day out, and the federal government cannot even stop them. So there are international bodies that are not happy that we are together. We, the owners of the country, need to ask ourselves, what are we fighting for? Are we fighting ourselves, or we are fighting the criminal elements? And you know, we've been saying we want the president to speak. We want the president to speak. The president has spoken. You are now saying, why would they speak on this issue and not on that issue? While I would love the president to speak on everything, we don't need speaking. We need action. Exactly. Action is what we need.
We have with us the Chief Lecturer, Nigeria Institute of Journalism, with us, Dr. Jide Johnson. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
Good morning, Murray, and good morning.
Good to have you on the show. Now, before you came on, we're talking about the president's tweets, the interpretation, and the federal government's declaration that Twitter was playing double standards. Now, in your view, how best could the president have communicated and responded to the issues going on, especially because Nigerians were demanding that he spoke to us?
The challenge with what the president did has to do with the use of language. And the use of language shaped the narrative. And whoever controls the narrative shapes the culture. Now, Twitter banned the former president of the United States of America. Facebook banned because of the rhetorics, because of the choice of word and the use of language used by the former president of the United States of America. And then we all know the policies of this social media network, even though some of us tends to disagree with them on some certain control mechanism they exert on public discourse and public forum. As far as I am concerned, the president has the right to talk to Nigerians. However, there's much responsibility to that office. That office must speak to Nigerians in one voice, and regardless of whichever section it's coming from. And you know, I started with talking about language. If you look at the language, the tone that is used for banditry, actually, using the word banditry itself is a wrong narrative. Those guys are terrorists. They are terrorists. There's no other word for us to use to describe those that are engaged in banditry, because they collect ransom, they terrorize people on the road, they make life unbearable. But we have used the word banditry to cover up on that, and using that word itself created a narrative which people are looking at it. Now, if you look at the tweet of the president concerning banditry, it is conciliatory, it is advisory, and it's admonition. The president is always admonishing, we will deal with you, we will do this, we will do that. But if you look at the tone and the language of the presidency for IPOB, it is adversarial, it is conflictual, and it is confrontational. So it has to do with the choice of language. And like one of the ladies said in the studio, we need beyond words, we need actions.
Where the government is failing, apart from, because I agree with our guests saying, the conversation coming from the presidency, it seems to be one-sided. He should make it an everybody is a criminal. Yes. Not just, we are coming for you. Everybody, you are coming for everybody. Everybody who is hitting up the polity, go for them. Yes. That is one. Two, it's the government's responsibility to start to show footage of the Nigerian civil war.
So that the young people can see.
So that the young people can see. Because Nigeria, we are 70% youth under 35. Yes. They have no idea
of what war is.
Of what war is. And until they start, I have, because I'm 60, until they start to show footage, then people will now start to see. People will now go and start to ask, show this footage and educate your people.
There's something that it seems quite very sensitive for people from the Southeast. The wording of the tweet itself. Some people felt like you were trying to remind the Southeast of, it felt like the tweet was trying to remind Southeasterners of the pain that they had gone through, and it came across as insensitive. My own is the way forward. How would we advise, how would we advise the president going forward now? Now, this is how Nigerians feel about this tweet. How should he have worded it, and now going forward, what should he be saying?
He should be apologizing. Yes. I didn't mean it like that. I can answer that one for you. He should be apologizing. I didn't mean it like that. My own concern is
to fight the criminals.
Yes.